What's that thumbprint on your lens?
That's yours.
It is mine. Looks like a mushroom. It's weird. Its penis is. Are we ready?
I'm rolling.
Are you rolling? All right, we're gonna build this ankle med kit. Built these things the first time years ago, and this is an adapter, so you can wear it around the bulkiest, biggest boots, or you can use it without this if you have smaller ankles, or you wear those silly little socks that barely stick out of your shoes. Anyways, we've got all these slots, and as you see right here, that's a 6-inch bandage. You're probably not going to load this out. That's a soft tee. It'll fit your cats. It'll fit all your real size tourniquets. There's 2 quick clots in here, Z-fold flat packs, NPA, 14 gauge needle NPA Sharpie, and you can load this however you want. When you start looking at medical equipment, you will see that they have a lot of compact versions, specifically for things and for smaller kits. You can carry full-size items, you can carry compact, you can carry more of them if they're compact. It's just whatever you want to carry in your load. But this has all of the slots. There is depth limiters in here, so you can run these down much lower so they are more contained. Just personal preference. We're going to build this to show you what that looks like. I've not built one since I prototyped them. We've done a bunch of them in production. So I sat down last night and built one. We couldn't find the cut list to this, so we had to just reverse engineer it. We had to rebuild it. So I did a test on it. This is it. So we didn't have any surprises while we were running them. And that's what we're going to build right here, I think. You never know. We'll see what comes out. It might be something completely different. But that's it right there. So first thing we'll do is figure out our measurements. Lots of what's that song you like? It goes wiki wiki wiki.
I don't know.
Just transfer these right off of here, just like that. Right?
Right.
What song's that? Don't you have that app where you just hum and it tells you what the song is?
I don't have that.
Yes, well, you have to get it. Do you have free YouTube or do you pay for YouTube?
Free.
See, if you just pay, well, no, if you're paying, you still see the commercials, right?
No. You get premium, you don't.
Do you have premium?
No.
Yeah, so you see the commercials.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you should know then, because I keep seeing that commercial for that app. That's how I know about the app.
I think you can do it on Google.
You just hum and it tells you what the song is.
It'll do it.
All right, I don't know why you're trying to sidetrack me here, Brandel. You did just see me transfer those directly, right? Yet these still don't line up. What in the wide, wide world of sports? Something is askew. All right. All right, I'm gonna eyeball these here. I think we're gonna have a problem here. Do you know the real Slim Shady?
Marshall Mathers?
Would you please stand up? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, we got them all. Very discombobulated here. How far does that go in there? It goes all the way. Okay. This is elastic. You want it to continue to stretch, so I'm not going to sew continuous through here. I'm going to break that stitch line and go to the next one. Your build can be completely different than mine. Mine is this way, and it's correct because it's mine. You might switch your pockets around, or you have some reason that you want them sewn in a different sequence than mine. So just keep that in mind. Just because my dimensions work here, that doesn't mean you build them with different dimensions and they're wrong. It just means it's different. It's not a finite thing here. I'm typically sewing these 1 inch up on center. And I'd not built one of these in years and years. And it took me a while last night. I don't know why. I was just way overthinking it. This one's going so simple, which really means by the time we're done with the video, we're gonna be like, oh,
Forgot to put that in.
that's why. Okay. Now, I need this last one, but this is going to go how far? We're gonna go 3 inches. I feel like I'm already 3 inches. Nope, it's right on the edge there. I was gonna say, I feel like I'm about to sew through this other piece, but we're good. We good. I'm gonna tack this here and catch these 3 sides. Second side, third side. Tacked them in at the start and the stop. I'm gonna break this. You could totally do it the other way, but I want it really close to the edge here, so I'm gonna flip it so that I can catch this. You're never gonna see this come off of here because the stitches are down in the elastic. I'm not concerned with double lining it or anything like that. I've got a good tack at the beginning and the end. It's sponge, it's down inside there really nice. So, this one here. There we go. What am I doing here? Oh, yeah, I see what's up. Remember I told you this was really easy? This seemed really simple? Mm-hmm. Okay, that's the base. I've got my marks askew because I needed to start back here. So flat, flat, flat. Okay, so that's why. That's why it's going together so quickly. Okay, so this one's pretty flat. This one has a little tiny bow in it. This one has a little tiny bow. So basically, if this is 1, we're doing it at 1 1/4 on top, or if it's 1 1/4, we're doing 1 1/2 on it. So that'll do that. And that's gonna sit right after that one. And then we're gonna come for it. It's like 2 3/4. We're probably gonna do this one at 3-ish. Let's see what that looks like. Yep. And then this one is 3 1/4, so we're probably gonna do this one at 3 1/2. And this one is gonna be the bigger one, and that gets the tourniquet. It's too much. We're gonna bring this one over and make this pocket a little bigger. So there. can play with this several times, figure out where you want your slots and what works for you, and then you can, you know, go from there and make that your final. You can also just get something that works totally badass, and when you're really close to having it where you want, make your final rendition, but don't tack it all in, just single stitch it. Just put some tacks at the top and the bottom, put all your product in, and if it works awesome, then it's super easy to cut apart, and then you can, you know, get your numbers off of that. Whatever, however your brain works, whatever's better for you. So I have decided I do not like this split foot. I like a foot that just has an eye in it, a hole down through it, rather than this split. This is neat because you can, I mean, it's fast, you can load it, you don't have to fish it through, but it catches on everything, man. I'm always having to mess with it.
You're gonna get too used to that one, and then you're gonna go back to the other.
Nah, I'm gonna go actually grab another one and put on here off one of those other machines. I'll just switch it off one of the girls' machines. They'll be like, hey, something happened. I'm like, I don't know how you broke that like that.
Yeah.
You must be on the marijuana. Did you smoke 2 whole marijuanas? Like, you are crazy. Thought about doing a live while we did this and give this away, but that would end up messing up the audio for this.
What do you gotta do to set up your
iPad.
iPad right there? You wanna stop and grab it?
Oh shit,
Out of thread?
no,
Cut it?
no. I didn't tack any of these in. Remember I told you? I'm like, man, this seems like this is really going together really well. I don't know if I'm gonna get this apart. There we go.
Assuming it's really hard to cut thread on.
It's well, it's because the elastic, it's got all these, when you separate it, it's got these, it's made of rubber, right? So you've got these little fibers that normally where you would cut through webbing and stuff, you're not touching the thread. When you touch this, you cut it, but it actually, you have the potential to cut that little rubber that's sticking through there and making it not so functional any longer. You got to really pull this shit. It's like right, I don't even have the thread exposed. I'm gonna cut the elastic. Plus I can't see it in this light. There we go. It's just tacked in really well. So pulling in exposes that little bit of thread. You cut that first couple stitches there. If you cut farther, you'll end up cutting this. Once we nick this, it's trash. It really probably be faster just to get new pieces. Yep, I already cut it. Yep, I see a hole through it. Yeah, this is fucking trash. All right, we're just gonna cut another one and start over. Yeah?
Now you're on.
Now you're on.
So, are we back in the game?
We're back. Because if it's on, motherfucker, then it's on, G. All right. Okay, which one's which? Which way? Why am I saying what way? Okay.
Everything you sew needs to have an order of sew chart.
Well, what it needs to have is this sitting here,
Yeah.
sewn open. So once you have the visual, man, you don't have to figure it out. It's just way simpler to run it. And we have a sample in different stages of build. So when you pull the sample, the other pieces are rolled up inside it. But once they get used to building it, they don't use it and the pieces kind of just get scattered. What I need to do when I build masters is just keep a whole separate system, whole separate set for myself, so that if they lose theirs or, you know, the shop, there's just so much shit out there. There I am, caught on that damn centerpiece again. We have a template that lays over this that marks all of these where they need to go. You don't have to figure it out at that point or eyeball them. But I'm using my calibrated eyeball, so they'll be, you know, dead nut center.
Is that how you cut it? Like with the template? Like mark it, I guess, and then cut?
No, we probably should, but no. It could be the same piece. Your pattern could have the cut notches, but it's faster to just trace around it on a smooth piece, so it's actually two separate things. Where am I at? We know that's the top. This goes, yeah, this is how this goes right here. Okay. Yeah. We said that was 3. Gotta get that Velcro on there first. Can't sew through it once the other shit's on there. Thank you. Just set it in that chair right there, be good.
So I didn't know if I needed 2 of these in color or 2 of these in off. I just cut 2 of each.
Okay.
And then I don't have a cut list on this, so I don't know what else you'll need.
So I don't need anything except those 2 pieces off of there. I need this and this.
That's all you wanted. You didn't want me to cut the whole thing.
That's why I said just but that's fine.
Gotcha.
Those are just duplicates because I had you cut a 2-quart with a flat pocket.
Okay.
Those are the parts to turn that into a 40 mic mic.
Okay.
I just don't have that cut list finalized yet, in case there's any shrinkage anywhere once we put those on. Where'd we go Wednesday? Elkton?
Elkton.
Elkton. Are you going back there this weekend?
Absolutely not.
Why?
It's a 5.5 hour drive.
You're not gonna take your wife and go get some
Soda fountain?
malts?
Nope.
You could say things like golly.
Gee willikers.
It's a neat town. Surely there's more town there somewhere.
I doubt it.
You don't think so?
Probably 30 minutes from there.
The town is Clarksville. Okay, now. I didn't transfer my time is it? 4 o'clock? 3 o'clock?
4:32.
You know what has not happened today?
What?
We have not had lunch.
No. Did you make lunch?
He did, yeah. He made stir fry. Something has happened here. I've put this Velcro on the wrong side. Yes, I put the Velcro on the wrong side. That's all right. We will just, this one will have the Velcro backwards. Nobody will know. It will still function identical.
This doesn't really matter if it goes over or under, right? As long as it goes.
Well, it does, right? I don't want this Velcro ever to go this way, because if you have to expand or contract it, that could touch your sock and stick, or your ankle. Whereas the other way, it's going to completely be concealed by this, and then it doesn't catch on clothing, it doesn't catch on anything. So no big deal though. As small as this is, it's still going to work. It's still going to function the same.
Just extra protection to make sure it stays. And that's how soft.
Well, that's why we have that adapter too, so you can wear it around a boot or thick socks or clothing or whatever. Yes, I know I didn't sew down that line. If you guys happen to catch that in the camera there, it's because I don't want it bowed up as much as I had it marked at. Someplace I have a template that shows this webbing. It shows just a drawing of this, and then I have my marks, and then I have my spacing between it. And I didn't use the template for this, and our cut list and all the information, the sheet has gone missing. We don't know where it's at. Somebody cut a bunch of these, and I'm assuming it was just put back someplace where it should not have gone. We don't know what happened to it. So I just have to take a few minutes this evening and get it hashed out. But we have a bunch of these that we ran, and we figured now would be a good time to build this video and show it to you guys. You've got companies building stuff like this that's belly bands too, and they carry all their concealment shit. I guess if you were doing non-permissive environment stuff or covert operation stuff, maybe you would want that. But you could take this and transition it into all kinds of other things. I guess that's kind of what we did on our covert rig. It's basically this. It's wider than this, a little more robust, and then it has shoulder straps to it. Remember in the beginning of the video when I'm like, man, this is going together so easy. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's why. Depending on your methods and thought processes, it's faster for me to build. It's literally quicker for me to build it and make the mistake a couple times than to try to figure it out in my head how it's going to work and how it's going to go. If you just gave me the parts in 3 bins, I'd have it figured out way faster than we would if I tried to game it out in my head before building it. I'm always better off just building. A lot of times I'll build stuff and literally not even take any measurements or anything. I'll build it just piece by piece by piece and kind of fold it and fit it where it needs to go, get it completely working, and then take it apart and cut off the overage and then measure it. Like I did an accordion case for Andy Stanford. That was probably I was like, what's the weirdest thing you've ever built? It's still probably that. And it took a couple hours, but it was just folding it and bending it and taking it apart and cutting it, making it tighter. And that was it. And he's like, so can you build another one? I'm like, no, I'm never building another one. I didn't take any math. I don't have any notes on it. If anybody ever asks me if I'll build another one, I will not. There will never be another SOE accordion case.
I didn't even think there was there's 2 accordions in the world.
Well, there shouldn't be, I mean. I've still messed this up, man. Holy shit. All right, but there is a fix this time. Is there?
Take off that piece of Velcro.
Well,
For the other side.
this needs to be, yeah, that's what needs to happen, but I've already, holy shit. All right. Can I do that? Yeah, I can do that here. It's not the way it should go. I always want that Velcro where it's not going to be against this hook Velcro where it's not, doesn't have the potential to be against the skin. And like that's a big deal to me, but I mean, you look at other companies and that they're putting product out like that. And down. Always watch fire around your elastic. It is made of rubber. I forgot, I didn't get that tacked there somehow at the top. is it? That one? Both of them. It's weird. There's that damn slot in that thing letting that.
Catching it?
Yeah, it doesn't usually.
Fill it in with something.
It's a $5 part. I mean, I have dozens of them out there. Okay, so that ended up right. The Velcros are just switched, but there it is. And then this is the extender, so you can put it over a boot or something else. I'll show you that here in a second. Or maybe I won't show you. That's what the issue was, that I put the wrong piece of Velcro in here. That's longer than it needs to be. So, I'll go ahead and cut this one down. This would normally be longer, but I'll show you what we're doing here. So for the extender, it's just Velcro, it's hook on one side, loop on the other. I just sew it like so. And if you see on our shoulder harnesses where they adjust across the back, and a couple other products, you will see on Velcro that's sewn on the webbing or Velcro that's sewn on, I just cut that thread. I didn't cut it, the machine. There's something up with this machine. It's always, when you get sewn fast, it cuts thread. I gotta get the tech to look at it. Try this again slower. If you look at when I sew and I'm just really get going, I'll hunch over. Be cognizant of your seating position. That'll accumulate over time, especially if you're sewing all day. Okay, so it should be longer, but that's what we have here now. So what I like to do with these, when I have this extender or I have a shoulder pad that adjusts across this way in this manner, I sew these lines in here every inch. And the reason these are here is if you're smaller and you adjust this down to where it's beyond and they're now overlapping free, you can scissor these off and hit them with a soldering iron. You can use a hot knife or whatever. This allows you the ability to remove material and not have this fray all apart on you. It won't come apart because it's sewn. You just cut it and then sear it next to the edge there. So now you have the ability, if you need to, zoom in here and you'll see it. You've got these lines here every inch. So if I've adjusted it and it's hanging over and this is just flapping, I can now trim this off. I would trim it, you know, 1/4 inch, 1/2 inch away. And if it had webbing there that's you've now cut through, I would just take, you can use a lighter and sear it if this was webbing, or a soldering iron or a hot knife. Most guys are probably going to have a soldering iron in their toolkit. So you just heat it up and then just run it right across, and now it doesn't fray. The webbing is sealed. There is the adapter that would really look like this right here. And now, if you need to, you can extend this so that it will go around the outside of the laces of your bigger boot and still fit properly. And there it is. And that is how you make one of these Velcro ankle med kits. Just like so. Huh?
Do you have a stage?
I do, yeah. And it looks just like this. And you can choose your components, you know, whatever. They definitely make components that are more compact, so you're more apt to carry them. And we actually have these. They're on the website. ankle medkit at soetacticalgear.com. And if you order it, we will ship it up to you.
I built this thing from the bottom, they tore it down, I rebuilt it. I give myself a task, you can bet your ass I fulfill it. Yeah man, I'm talking about realest, one of the realest to try. My family, SOE, got the tools.